How y'all doing today? Well, it's Sunday, Easter Sunday, and I hope you're doing fine. I hope your Easter's turning out great. Mine looks like it's going to turn out pretty good. Had my brothers over yesterday, had some friends. We sat around and bullshitted, and I sure apologize for not making my video yesterday. It wasn't only that, I'm not feeling too great. I did something I shouldn't have done. And jumped over the wrong fence and landed on my leg, and I'll be darned if my hip's hurting me real bad, and if I stand up a long time, my leg starts going numb. All the way down there to the toes, so I guess I'm going to have to go get that checked out. But anyway, I'm doing fine. Just a little aching pain of being old, I reckon. Anyway, what's going on today? Well, something's got to be going on today. Trump's still our president, so some kind of shit is just poured out somewhere. And I didn't write it down up there on my board today because I'm just going to read it right off the phone. And what did he tweet out this morning? Oh, well, you know, before I get to that, our friend Susan Lemire, she's down here a lot. She does a lot of commenting, and she's real active in this stuff, and we really appreciate her. She made out a little tweet that says, Trump's Doral Golf Resort owes a Miami paint store chain over $300,000. Trump owes a Miami paint store over $300,000. Does that ring a bell? Does that anybody ever remember about all the shit that Donald went and we was all talking about before, and when his campaign was going on, how he cheated people? That's old Donald Trump. That's who he is. He'll screw you over in a heartbeat, take you to court, and make you sign something. You know, force him to pay. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there because it was right next to Donald's tweet. And what did Donald say? He said, well, why would I call China a currency manipulator when they are working with us on the North Korean problem? We will see what happens. Yeah, Donald, why would we call them? It could be because that's all you did during the damn campaign. Oh, remember? We just talked, China. It looked like one of them little, China. Every time you turn around at every rally, China. Because that motivated your little old crowd out there to hate China. Gotta hate somebody. That's their whole program, is to hate somebody. And China is a big one. So Donald just constantly rolled that shit out. But now that he's president and has to meet with the Chinese and work with them, he's doing that old backpedaling thing there. So, oh, I didn't mean all that nasty shit I said about you before, like we said yesterday. Just to pull you on the playground, and he'll say anything to get attention. So yeah, Donald, why would you call them currency manipulators unless you were going to stick to your guns, but you didn't do that. And then he tweeted out, oh, this is classic Donald Trump too. This is just classic Donald Trump. I did what was an almost impossible thing to do for a Republican, easily won the Electoral College. Now tax returns are brought up again. You reckon we ain't seen your tax returns and you think that's a problem? We think it's a problem that we haven't seen them. And if you think we don't care, well, there was a poll taken. There's 64% of Republicans want to see your taxes, Donald. 80% of the whole population want to see your taxes, asshole. Who's that on the 20%? You want to take a guess who them little cockroaches are? They don't care about Donald Trump or anything he did. They don't care about his taxes. They don't care about anything. They want Donald Trump because he's a white supremacist and they're going to back him all the way. Don't ever forget that shit. That's going to be his base. It's going to be that white supremacist shit. And so that's who Donald Trump tweets out to all the time. It ain't to us. It ain't to his followers. It's to his cockroaches. And he wants to keep them riled up. So he wants to brag on himself again. Hey, look at me. I did what nobody could do. Yeah, you did. You screwed our country over. That's what nobody else has ever thought about doing. Stabbing us in the back at every turn, you little weasel. Somebody slapped that stupid phone out of his. He wasn't done yet. Oh, no. Oh, Donald, he just likes to rattle on when he gets this thing in his hand. He says somebody should look into who paid for the small organized rallies yesterday. The election is over. If the election's over, how come you keep going around on these campaign tours and keep giving little speeches and crap like that if the campaign's over? No, sir, this campaign's just getting started. Just getting started to wipe your ass out of our house. That's what this campaign's about. Paid protesters. Here we go again. With the pay. Oh, if anybody's going to protest Donald Trump, well, they got to be paid to do it. because they wouldn't stand up on their own against an idiot. No, they got to be paid. George Soros or somebody, you know, out there writing checks right there on the... Yeah, you ignorant. Your ignorance shows every time you turn around. Everybody wants to see your stupid taxes because that's where the Russian ties are. That's why you don't want to release them, you asshole. Because it's going to prove definitively that you're in the pocket of Putin. And that's all it's going to show, and we're going to find out our president is nothing but a low-down, rotten scum. Oh, pisses me off. I seen where he had to take a detour back from his golf game yesterday because he didn't want to go by all them protesters. What's the matter, Donald? That's your constituents out here. That's your people. We're out here trying to tell you something, and you're just driving a long way around so you don't got to see them. You little wimp. Go out of the way like that. Whoa. Republicans, what do you want to say about them? They're ignorant. And we're trying to drag them back over where they belong. Oh, James Sensenbrenner. Brenner. I don't know. That is my name. He's up in Wisconsin. He's a congressman up there. And he was having a town hall up there. And, you know, them things are getting a little rough for everybody when they have them town halls. Why is that? Because we're out here screaming at your ass to do your job. That's why. Anyway, this guy's up there, and he was asked, why did he vote for that bill allowing companies, internet companies, to give up your information, sell it to anybody, and you get loaded with spam and commercials for crap you don't want. Well, why did you do that? Well, because he's a company man. That's what Republicans are. Money, 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 baby. If it makes money, screw you. It makes money for the companies. And, you know, like Citizens United said, companies are citizens too. Kiss my ass. Why don't you try them corporations to try to treat their employees like citizens? Wages in this country for the working man has been stagnant for 30 years. Maybe a little bitty tiny jump. Yeah, CEO pay raise. Yeah, up 400% in that same time. Guess who's raping this country? Yeah, it's you CEOs and your rich little hedge fund managers and all that stuff up there. You're just raping us every day, raking in the money, and you don't care who gets hurt down here at all. That's a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, this guy comes up and defends the internet companies. He starts talking about how much money they have invested in the service of the internet, you know, and nobody is forcing you to use the internet. You know, that's just your choice. Nobody has to use the internet. You don't have to use it if you don't. Kiss my ass. How about you not use a car? How about you not turn on the heat in your house and have to go out and fetch logs to get in there and get warm? How about you get a horse and buggy and drive it to Congress there? Why would you use any of that shit just because it's doing and innovative and in the popular motivation today? What's all that shit about? No, why don't you go back to a candle and a quill pen, you asshole? Because it's all about the money. It's all about the corporations. Everything about Republicans is about making money for companies. It's not about us. Remember we just talked about GE the other day? $40 billion in profit. Now, $40 billion in profit, that's after they pay everybody. After they pay the CEO billions of dollars, they still make a $40 billion profit and then get a rebate from the government for $1.4 billion. That's disgusting. Companies, they just are here to rape you as much as they can. They want every dime you got. Prices have gone up. In my lifetime, you wouldn't believe. It's ridiculous what a man has to pay nowadays for a gallon of gas or a loaf of bread. And the choices that you have to do to make those purchases. You idiots. But that don't matter to you because you're in this for the money and that's it. Anyway, that was our Donald Trump out tweeting crap this morning. Now Tuesday, baby, let it happen. John Ossoff is going to be running in that election down there in the Georgia 6th District down there, and the polls have him ahead. Now let's don't get overconfident with just down there in Georgia. Remember the polls before the election? We all went to bed thinking Hillary was going to be the president. No, that didn't happen. We ended up with Donald Dickface. Remember to go out and vote as, who said that this morning? One of our fans said go out and vote your ass off. Go out and vote your ass off. and vote for John Ossoff over there in Georgia because we need him back. We also have to remember Rob Quist up in Montana. He's coming up on one too. A special election up there in Montana. We need to take that one. So there's races that we have to be involved in and politics that we need to keep our eye on. I'm so proud of everybody this weekend, getting out and protesting. I'm going to have to go to the doctor and get that checked. And the signs that they had, I saw one of them that said, that was Kim that said, vote your ass off. And, doggone it, I had it. Oh, yeah, I seen a sign. I liked it. And it said, twinkle, twinkle, little star, Putin put you where you are. Yep, I think so, too. And don't see who wrote that. But we have to stay involved. Get out there, get this man out of our house. We're going to end up in World War III pretty soon. North Korea failed a missile launch. Kind of thankful for that one. If that missile would have gone off, I don't know what would have happened. Because he's itching to do something. He's already gone on his Twitter feed. If China doesn't... Alright, we were just talking about him wanting to start World War III or something. And that's what I'm worried about. That man is a loose cannon with North Korea the way it is. And the things in Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq. Maybe it's not looking good for a World War thing. Not looking good at all. If North Korea does fire off anything towards Japan, Japan's in a war, we're in a war, everybody's going to be in a war. And that's what we need to avoid with this shit. This old man can't handle that kind of shit. Done had too much of it for too long. We need to shut this shit down. I don't know how to do that. There's so much shit all over the place. But we need to start taking care of each other. Mona Score this morning reminded us, down there in the comments this morning, or on the timeline there, what the Dalai Lama once said. He said that it doesn't matter if you're a religious person or not. Doesn't matter. There isn't anyone who doesn't like a little kindness, a little compassion. Dalai Lama said that. Sounds like good words to me. Ain't nobody couldn't use a little more kindness, a little more compassion towards everybody. And that's what we should remember today. Easter Sunday. Religious people all over the world are celebrating Easter bunnies, chocolate bunnies, and all that stuff. So, whatever the message was in your church, I hope it was a good one. I hope it was a message of kindness and compassion. Because it's what we have to show every day to everyone if we want this world to get any better. My shirt, courtesy of my brother again, is from Dinosaur Valley State Park here in Texas. That's just a little southwest of Dallas-Fort Worth area up there. My family and us, my brother, went up there on a vacation in 2001. And it's pretty neat. They got places where dinosaurs walked in the riverbed there, and it's just the prints are still there. And you can go down there and put your foot in there and put your hand in there and try to figure out what in the world happened here. There's a big lizard here. But, so that's where that's from. And it says down there at the bottom that extinction, that's forever. Extinction is forever. And that includes for us too. For animals, for plants, for humans. Extinction is forever. And I don't want to go extinct. I don't want my kids to go extinct. I don't want all the animals we have on the planet to go extinct. I don't want nothing to go extinct. And we can stop that shit from happening. With every kind of program and thing you want to get behind out here. There's programs for everything that you can get behind. And we need to get behind those that we care about. And stay informed and vote your issues. But we got to start voting together, picking the right people, making sure they're the right people, and standing up for what we believe in. I'm pretty progressive. I want things to progress pretty fast with our society. There's too many stupid laws that are getting in the way. And take your pick on what subject you want, because there's plenty of them around. To my blue dots all over the place, I have never been so proud in my life. There's just so many of you. I'm getting back to a lot of messages. It's taken me 2 or 3 days to get back to you, but I will get back to you. The comments, I really try my best to try to make it through all of them, but every day there's more comments, and you have to make poise there, what you're going to look at, and the messages are pretty important. So I want to write back to those people and reach out and make contact if possible. So You know, if your iPad rings one day, it might be me on the other end of that line talking to you. Anyway, I want y'all to have a good Easter, good day. If you got Monday off, that's good. If not, well, back to the grind, baby. Back to the grind. Doesn't matter to me. Every day's going to be just about like the other one. So I got things to do, and I'll hobble around here on this bummed up leg, I guess, for a little while before I get back over to the doctor and find out what I did. Evidently, it wasn't smart. Anyway, y'all have a good one out there. Blue dots around the world. In Australia and UK, I've heard a lot from y'all lately. I really enjoy that conversation. And I enjoy the conversations we have across the United States. So let's stay busy. Stay in the fight. I'm so proud of everybody out there marching yesterday. I wish I could have been right there with you. But it makes this old man happy to see us out there taking this into our own hands. Because that's what it's going to take. Staying in the street is what's going to get that man out. Anything less won't work. They'll blow it over and he'll just become another number 45, and we'll roll on to 46. It ain't going to be him. But we need to get his ass out. And we all need to stay attuned. So, on that note, y'all take care. Have a good one. And we'll see y'all tomorrow.